Hello and welcome to Simon's trading channel. My name's Simon and this is my daily Bitcoin price action analysis. Happy Saturday to you. Hope you're well and enjoying the start to your weekend. I've had a cheeky little haircut, as you can see. Right, before I get into the lower time frames, just want to remind you that I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, but check out this weekly chart. I haven't shown this on my channel before, so I thought I'd do so. It's the old Bitcoin cycles, which maybe will be a little bit different from now on, but that's what they always say, right? And in general, things never change. So 3 years up, 1 year down, 3 years up, 1 year down, 3 years up, 1 year down. Ooh, how long has it been so far? About a year and a half, I think. But let's just take it from, whoa, don't need to move the whole chart. Where are we? It has been 462 days. So yeah, just over about a year and a third. So if this continues on in at least the same manner as it has previously, I'm predicting winter 2025 to be the next top. Come back to this video and have a look, see if I was right. Okay, just down into the lower time frames. And to do that, I need to switch over to hopefully Bybit. Oh yeah, I was messing around and I drew on a giant weekly ascending triangle. Well, you know, makes sense. Get rid of that. Get rid of that rubbish, Simon. What are you talking about? Okay, down to the low time frames. This is the 4 hour. And I'm just going to very quickly, right in front of your own very eyes, stick on my range. So, there's the wick low. We want that, or I want that, as a complete line. Here is the wick high, complete line. 50%. This is how easy it is to do one of my crazy ranges. Which seem to make sense. Another line. Boom. And then so Bitcoin should remain in an uptrend. Definitely in a very small pullbacks uptrend above 59,000. You'd like to see it remain above 64.5. And we need, or Bitcoin needs, to convince me that it's outside of this range, something more than a wick above, basically there. 69,000. I've included the 70,500 because it's good to say that number because I haven't said that number before when referring to Bitcoin. So that's pretty cool. Although, as you see, this 4 hourly candle was a bit of a fake out, breakout, really. Anyway, so there you are. That's my thoughts on the 4 hour. The 15 minute and get down to a bit more than nitty gritty. If I just divide this in half, so I'm dividing that top half of the 4 hourly range into a half. And this one I will do a bit more of a dotted line. So remember, these are areas, right? I know I draw them as lines, but they are areas. But you can see, you know, I picked out those tops quite nicely. It's the only ones that it has picked out. But you can see there was an area here that it was oscillating around, all around that line. And then tried its very best, but instantly got rejected. And then, reclaimed most of it, and now it's going sideways again. You know, Bitcoin's trying its best at the moment to break through the top of that range. Now, I thought in today's video I'd quickly use this as a bit of a learning video for many people and a good reminder for me. So stop losses are a bit of a tricky beast sometimes, and I'll show you how easy you can get caught out by them right on within current time. So let's say you were here. So it was Friday. Oh, well, for me it would be weird because it'd be 1 in the morning on Friday. But we'll just say you're there, okay? So there. Let's put a little marker in. So here. And you decide you want to do some trading. And I say you, a hypothetical person who is a nice chap. So he's looking, so he's here in time, and he's looking at this price action here, and he's thinking, okay, on the lower time frames, that looks like an uptrend to me. There's a series of higher lows, so I can draw a trend line in. Very nice. And it also looks like there's resistance. So if he was here, they'd have these two wicks. So he says, it looks like there's resistance around this sort of area. And he knows it's not absolute, but he thinks, yeah, it'll be around there somewhere. So I've basically got a buying pressure up against resistance. So that to me looks like an ascending triangle, and I'd like to think it'll break out to the upside, especially with the context of the higher time frame trends, which is up, or which are up. So I'll tell you what, I'll wait till it hits the trend line again, and then I'll go long. So he does that, and he puts a long here, and the price comes up, and he's like, woohoo, I was right. And at that point, he puts in a stop loss, and he puts his stop loss in around his trade entry, but also because it becomes a local low. So if we zoom on it, so he waited till the price came down to the trend line, went long, and when he saw it coming up, he thought, oh, I was right. And I'll put my stop loss here because that makes this a local low, which is absolutely true, but only for the very low time frames. And then the price went up, broke out the top of the range with an impulsive move, and he's thinking, yeah, this is awesome. And because he put his stop loss in here, oh, he also forgot to take some profits. And because he put his stop loss here, moments after he was going, yeah, this is awesome, the price came back down, boom, took out his stop loss. So he had nothing. So the point is, you can do a lot of great work to set up a nice trend-based trade, which absolutely works, but then with maybe a slightly naive or inappropriate stop loss, Bitcoin does its up and down wiki thing, and it just takes you out. So a better place would be the more obvious low for the sort of whole move, which is down here. But if you weren't that brave to have a massive magnitude stop loss, then, you know, that wick there, because it is at a support line, would seem like a good idea. And the reason why, the other reason why that wouldn't be a bad idea would be, you know, moves don't just play out in 2 seconds. This is not like a 1 minute scalp thing. It's a 15-minute time frame. So you'd expect, you know, several hours to go by. And so even if the price went in your favor initially and made a couple of higher highs, but then put in a lower low and then a lower high, you would realize this is a change in character or the trader, the fictional trader, and then he could get out of his trade having made some money. So the point is, the stop loss protects you from this sort of jazz, and you can exit the trade when then you'd be looking to do a short. So I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, that's probably my fault rather than yours. Please let me know in the comments below. While we're on that subject, if you're enjoying the video, please like and subscribe. Now, 10 minutes! 10 minutes? How is it 10 minutes? Right, I've got to shuffle this on double quick. So what I would say is, for now, as I've said all week, if Bitcoin continues to go sideways within this overall range, it's more likely to break out to the upside. But I want to see 4-hour candles for Bitcoin to prove itself really, rather than just one silly wick. And probably when that occurs, there'll be some big time upside movement. But up until then, looks like range play. All right, have a great Saturday. If you've enjoyed this video, come back tomorrow because I'll be doing another one. Hopefully no glitches. All right, take care everyone. See you tomorrow.